Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. So these stories have been coming every time I go. So I just cover it because you guys seem to be interested in these kind of videos. So I'm going to continue to make them because I see the likes and dislike ratios. It's pretty positive, overwhelmingly positive. You guys like the opinions that I give on these stories. So I'll try to keep finding more of these stories and giving you my opinion. It seems to be you guys seems to be really interested in it. And then if you have an article that you want me to cover or anything like that, just go ahead and click the contact information on my YouTube channel, or you can just email me at somewhatunbiased@gmail.com, and I'll check it out. And then if it's interesting enough, I'll talk about it. But anyway, let's get through this article. So apparently some dealerships are up to no good printing these fake tags. That's not a good thing. Man, when it comes to anything that has anything to do with government, man, you better just have your ducks in a row, because when they come, oh man, they bring everything that they can at you. If they're really interested, if you make them interested in you. But if you just do the right things and fly under the radar, you're not gonna have any problems. It's when you start being shady. And majority of the dealerships, whether it's used or new vehicles, purchasing new vehicles, they're all shady in my opinion. They're fucking shady as shit. And I've seen issues with these temporary tags with Carvana, where they just kept giving people temporary plates because they're having issues with registrations and stuff like that, so they can't get the car because they don't have the pink slip, or just weird things that are going on with that company. So they just kept issuing temporary tags, which with temporary tags are exactly that. They're temporary. They're not supposed to be for long term. Speaking of temporary tags, I think I still have temporary tags on my car. I better fix that. I don't want to get caught slipping. But anyways, let's go ahead and get through the story. As always, I always leave a link in the description for every website that I use, so you know it's the right thing to do. I'm just relaying the information to you with some of my opinion and my biases. I'm trying to be unbiased though. Get it? Shameless plug. Anyway, let's go ahead and I have them playing in the background, but give me 1 second. That's a good thing I didn't hit play, because I didn't check it first. Otherwise, they would have been playing in the background. You guys can't see anything. All right, let's go.
Well, when you're driving in town, there's a good chance you'll see temporary paper tags on the cars around you.
Yeah, there's so many of them. Police say many of them, though, are bogus. Ugochi Iloka has been looking into it. And Ugochi, there's a troubling criminal element to this.
We're talking about suspects in these crimes hiding behind these tags, and people making big bucks selling these fraudulent plates. In fact, law enforcement we spoke to say,
come on. What are you doing right now?
In Texas and
Google Chrome started tripping on me. I had to shut it down. We're using Brave browser now.
These fraudulent plates. In fact, law enforcement we spoke to say that if you are driving in Texas and see a temporary tag, it could be fake. And Texas is a big hotbed for this problem.
A New Orleans cop visiting Houston was shot and killed in the Galleria area in August. The getaway car police needed to find had temporary tags. Tags that turned out to be bogus.
Texas is the laughing stock of paper plates in the United States.
Vider police.
My guy, let me say something for you. We got them too. All right. We also have temporary plates. It's not just Texas. If it's happening there, it's happening anywhere, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter what state you're in, because they started instituting this new law that they put into effect to where they want to start issuing people temporary plates instead of having those dealer plates, because they were having issues with identifying people committing crimes with those dealer plates on. So they decided to change it to where they give you a temporary plate where it can be kind of like, it can be piggyback towards the owner or whoever owns that vehicle. You know what I mean? So it's not just Texas that's going to have issues with the paper plates. Guess what? In California, state of California, if you buy a brand new car, they're going to give you a paper plate. So if the same thing is happening in Texas, it's happening across the country, any state that has those paper plates. So it doesn't really matter whether you have dealer plates or temporary plates. Criminals will always find a way to circumvent to make sure that they're undetectable or whatever. So to me, it doesn't fucking matter whether you have paper plates or dealer plates. It doesn't matter. If your car gets stolen and gets committed or used towards committing a crime, you know, does it? To me, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The only difference is they know who the owner of the vehicle is, even if that wasn't the person committing said crime. So the fact that he's saying that is laughing stock, no, man. You're not the laughing stock, because a couple of the states actually issue paper plates, not just your state. We issue paper plates as well too out here.
Police Captain Edward Martin has been following this paper tag debacle for years now.
There's nothing secure about this, and the information you're getting is junk.
There are thousands of paper plates on the road that shouldn't be. DMV loopholes have allowed fake car dealerships to print and sell them on top of paper plates that are forged. Sergeant Tracy Hicks with the Houston Police Auto Crimes Task Force says about 40% of the stolen cars they get into this impound lot come in with bogus tags.
This is a $100,000 truck, brand spanking new.
That was stolen too?
Yeah. So it had a paper tag. We usually take them off when they come in here because it goes into evidence. This is what the crook was driving. If his story is that, oh, well, I bought it, you know, and it's like, well, really, if you bought it, why do you have a paper tag that's no good?
And all those fake tags make it harder to track down criminals committing crimes against you and me.
They put on a paper tag, they commit their crime, and then they take it off immediately and go back to the real tags.
We visited with Sergeant Thomas Griffin, and he showed us just how it can work. What are we looking at here? I understand this is a temporary, a fake car tag, and this specific dealership was selling it out of a lot that really didn't exist, correct?
That's correct. It was found on a vehicle that had a...
I'm telling you, man. Can you imagine if all these criminals that are committing these sophisticated crimes? Well, this one's not that sophisticated, but there are some that are super fucking sophisticated. I'm like, dude, can you imagine the things that you can accomplish with that mind if you just focus it on the right things? There's a ton of people in jail and prison right now that are literally rotting, but they have these amazing talent if they were just able to refocus that part of, you know, or if they were just born in a different place, that how they would thrive. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. Every time or not just we, I'm just saying, like, law enforcement, government, or whatever, they come up with these laws and whatever, there's always people who are going to try to circumvent whatever you're trying to do. Just like when you're coming up with a new antivirus, guess what? The criminals are already trying to crack it and find a way to circumvent that. There's always somebody that's smarter than you, whether they're doing it legally or illegally. If you think you're smart, you ain't, because there's always somebody smarter. There's always somebody on top. Doesn't matter. That's just how it is. It's literally just a rat race, or we're just going in a circle. It's like plugging a hole that's leaking water, and then it just gets poked, another one gets poked, and then it just keeps leaking. You plug that one and then go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's just, you're playing a game of whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole! That's exactly what's going on. So to me, it's not just a Houston, Texas thing. It's a more like a whole state. Pretty much most of the states that's running these fucking paper plates. It doesn't really solve the bottom line issue, but at least it's something. And if you have bad actors that are actually printing these plates out and giving it to people, that's dangerous. That's crazy. But anyway.
Bad VIN. It also had a bad Mylar sticker inside the door, so it was a stolen vehicle, but was being driven around with a fake paper dealer tag issued by Casnell's Auto Sale.
We went to find Casnell's Auto Sales on Lockwood Drive, and we did not find their place of business there. According to the DMV, Casnell's licenses were revoked November 8th, 2021 for the misuse of temporary tags and for failing to meet the requirements of an established and permanent place of business. It issued more than 7,800 buyers temporary tags in less than a week on
God
or
damn.
about August 26th of 2021 to on or about August 30th of 2021. Sergeant Tracy Hicks says that's impossible.
God damn. Now, can you imagine how much money that business has raked in? Fuck. Can you... That's crazy. 7,800? 7,800? Hypothetically speaking, where's my phone? We're going to do a little bit of math. Just a little bit. All right. So, I got my giant iPad here with my giant calculator. So they issued 7,800 tags. Let's say hypothetically, they're charging, oh my goodness gracious. Like, let's just say they're charging about $350. It's $350 each. It's fucking, you're looking at $2 million. Even if you're charging about $100 per plate. God damn. That's $780,000. Man. God. Wow. That's ridiculous amount of money that they just pulled in. And man, that is
We've seen a lot of quote unquote, car dealerships that don't really even have a car lot that are selling thousands of these.
CTC Financial, a sister company of Coast to Coast Motors, is suing Casnell's, and they have not been able to find them either.
No, we have not been able to track the Casnell's down.
Yeah, we tried to find Casnell's place of business. We even tried tracking them down by phone, but we're not successful.
Tonight at 5.
We're looking at what needs to be done to cut down on this problem and the huge money it's costing Texas taxpayers the longer it goes on.
That's crazy, man. This whole situation is just insane. You know what I mean? Like, you never know until you know. So I was trying to gather some more information and seeing what states actually issue temporary tags, because I know we in the state of California issue some. I guess Texas, and maybe New Jersey and other states, because I know there's a lot. Obviously, there's like 32 dealerships across New Jersey, and Georgia are facing over 150,000 enacted proposed fines. 3 more dealerships are on probation over the situation of dealers involved. 7 are under criminal investigation. Oof. So, like I said, it's not just a Texas issue. It's more of a United States issue. Besides all the other crap we have going on with the Cadillac converter being stolen and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't want to keep you too long from this video. As always, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I really, really appreciate the support. I was trying to find out, all the states that offer temporary plates, but like I said, Google was just not functioning with me. Maybe I'll try ChatGPT. You know what? I'm gonna try ChatGPT real quick. I guess this is as far as I can see. Got Florida, Ohio, Michigan. Obviously, California would be included. Texas, of course. Delaware. But yeah, so to be honest, like I said, Colombia. Like I said, it's not just Texas. You know what I mean? It's a widespread situation. But anyway, let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Now I'm leaving. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.